All right, so welcome back to my channel. I have another combination video for you, and this is coming from the Light Seers deck. So the first two cards I got were the Moon and the Two of Pentacles. So the Moon card is a major arcana. It can be mysterious, the Moon. Some spooky shit can happen with the Moon. You know, it's the unseen card. It can shed a light on some dark parts of your mind. It can bring up some trauma, past trauma, just some old memories. It can bring up certain patterns in your life that you need to reevaluate. The moon has an effect on people, their actions and behaviors. I feel like, and this is my theory, if we're 70% water, and the moon controls the water, tides and things, then how could it not control us? You know, how could it not have a big influence on us? In astrology, it is the past. It is who you are when the doors are closed. You know, it's not a persona or what you know, the person that you are in front of people. You're the person. This is the person. Your moon sign is the person that people closest to you know. All right, this is the dark. This can be the dark side of you. You see these two wolves here. You got the light and the dark. You know, you got the light and the dark side of the moon. This is a very deep card, the moon sign, the moon card. And when it's around other cards that, like the Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords, Nine of Swords, this can point to mental instability. And some have also said the Star card. You know, the Star card with certain people, with certain cards, can point to mental instability. She has the girl on the card has surrendered to the currents of the water. She's gone under completely. She has surrendered to those negative thought patterns. Like, she's probably overwhelmed with emotion, and her thoughts have got her locked away deep inside of herself, and she can't come up for air. She can't come up. You know, she's in a very emotional state, you know, and it's just a very dark moment in this person's life, or it's being highlighted. The moon, the full moon, highlights, puts light where things are dark, or light up dark areas. You know, have you ever been outside when the full moon is casting a light outside? And sometimes it can be very bright, you know. So yeah, it sheds light on certain things that you don't usually look at. Things you might have thought you've healed from. And that can bring that shit back up again. To see if you healed from it or not. You know. Or you can get trapped in your emotions and your thoughts. It's a scary place to be in. It can be confusion out there on the water and stuff. You don't know what you see in the water. The water, they really ain't discovered everything that's under that water. The water goes very deep, you know, and you hear a lot about things living under the water, you know, and it's very well a possibility, because there are places in the ocean that humans cannot go. They cannot survive down there. You know, it's almost like space in a way. It's almost like space. So yeah, the ocean can get very deep. The ocean and the moon. Oh, you're talking about on a bad night, bad situation. This is a mental case. This can be a mental case. So let's move on to the Two of Pentacles. All right, so the Two of Pentacles. As you can see, here's our lady again. She's juggling something, but she doesn't look sure of her next step. She's looking down. She doesn't look too confident. And with this being a pentacle card, she's out in the desert, and it doesn't look too prosperous. It doesn't look too abundant. She's out in the desert. There's no water here. There's no plants, and you think about the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. They're surrounded by flurry. There's abundance of plants and fruits and stuff like that. But with the Two of Pentacles, she has not made it there yet. She's on that journey to get to that point. And she's at a 2. She's taken what she was given, this opportunity she was given, and now she's trying to make sense of it. She's trying to figure it out. This is new path. And she's trying to understand what's the next step and how to manage this. It's brand new to her. So there is another sense of instability in this card as well. Okay, so that's all I have for this one. We're going to talk about the cards together. All right, so these cards together. And what I'm noticing with these two cards next to each other is the moon and the sun. This duality that is given, this duality. Dark and white, black and white wolf, got the sun and moon, you got the ocean, and you got the desert. Just is this duality to these two cards together. The main thing that I picked up from these two cards is mental instability, mentally unstable. And you're confused about what to do. You really overwhelmed, and you don't know what the next steps are when these two cards are together. It's like you got one option, you got this other option. You do, but you don't. You want to go, but you want to stay. Like, it's confusing. It's confusing because it goes from one extreme to the next. So the challenge is to find a middle ground, a a happy medium, if it's even possible, because sometimes that's hard to do, So if this card came up, the advice I would give somebody is you got to get a hold of your mind. Your mind's running rampant. You don't have control of your mind and your emotions. Now it's time. If you don't have anybody to chat with, help you figure this thing out, like maybe a life coach, pen and paper, it's time to write down your thoughts. Write it. You have to get that shit out. You have to get those thoughts out. And then, what is it you want to do? Like, what's the objective here? What's the problem? What are we wanting to manifest? What are we wanting in our life? What is lacking? And then create a plan. Create steps. I need to get up earlier. I need to meditate before I go about my day. I need to have some kind of cleaning routine. I need to create a day where I rest. And I need to have a day where I plan or work or, just create a plan. Is first of all, forgive yourself because you're not perfect. And then have a moment to relax, to get in touch and get in tune with yourself and your thoughts and what it is that you want. to calm down, you know, and, you know, you're not perfect. You're not going to get it perfect. And nobody is, you know, and try to write a plan out. Or if the plan is to get a therapist or a life coach because you need that type of help, you need some assistance in that way, then start there. If you know you need some kind of help, then maybe the only plan is to make an appointment with a therapist, to get a life coach, you know, whatever it is that you need. What is it that you want to change about yourself, and where to start with simple, small steps, at least those three steps. You know, something that you can accomplish in a very slow and steady pace. And that would be my input if I got these two cards with a person, because this person is unstable. They are lost. They are lost. They don't know what else to do. And they feel hopeless. These two women on these cards look a little hopeless. You know, they are not confident about their future at all. You know, and we all get to that point at some point. And I have been here before, you know, and I'm not, I'm pretty sure I might even get to this point at some point again in my life. I mean, I'm only 34. I ain't figured shit out, you know. Hopefully not. But I've been here before, so I can relate to, you know, this situation here, this mental state, this type of confusion, this type of feeling of loss and hopelessness. So, I would love your input on these two cards here. If that helped you any, please like, share, or subscribe. Leave a comment below. And I'll talk to you again in the next video. Bye.